You ain't supposed to be bringing a charger.
Oh.
Ugh.
Is this piece old?
Yeah.
Damn it. You lie.
I think I started it, but it looked like the battery went down as soon as I turned it on. You can bring it up here if you want to this oven, because I don't even think I used that one yet. Plus, it might be a sheet up here for it. Itchy, itchy, yeah. Okay, it's 600 niggas on here. I mean, people. All right, let's get this party started. Right. What's up, chat? Alexa, play some of that R&B from the 90s. You know how we do.
Here's Love Jones, including Tamia and Shy on Amazon
Alexa,
Music.
I need you to turn down to number 4. You too loud.
Yeah.
Alexa, turn down to 4. Okay, maybe 5. Subscribed at tier 1. How do I turn that off? Is we on here? You activated my Alexa. You the only one I can see on here. Is that because you the only one allowed to comment? I'm only allowed to talk to you. You the only allowed to talk to me? How it work? Hey, give me that. Give me that what? Give me that now. Okay. So everybody can see us, but they can't talk to us, just us. We can talk to each other. Subscribe. Just say. Okay, I'm cool with that. Okay, so, hey, Sin Sweets. Hi, Mama Karlissa. I just subscribed. Hey, boo, you my first subscribers? That's what I'm talking about. The mama got some Did y'all? Okay, so let's jump right into it. Did y'all see WACK100 on the Danza Show? This nigga can barely stand me. He was over there defending the mama, honey. I said, shout out to him. Okay? That is the last person I ever thought would stand up for my motherhood, okay? Fuck that. Lock it. That's the last person I ever expected to go on the Danza project and take up for me. Because the Danza person thought he knew me. How you thought you knew me? He thought he knew us. He must ain't got no mama either. Cause how you thought you gonna on the top of Blueface had a rough upbringing. The only thing that I can remember him seeing in his whole life was me beat up my friend one time. And me and his sister beat up my ex-husband. That's the only thing I can remember Blue ever seeing that was traumatic. All that other gang shit and all that other stuff had nothing to do with me, okay? That was between him and his upbringing, okay? Because I didn't know nothing about that. I ain't never dated no gang member in my life. I'm a white collar O. Okay, I need to see the motherfucking tax returns before you get any of this funky Y2C. I need to see the tax returns. Okay, I don't take no paycheck stubs or none of that. I need to see the last 2 tax returns. We all know we all had a rough upbringing. Yeah, we did, but some of us really, really did. You know what I'm saying? I was in the crack house. You was in the outhouse. He might have been in the in-house. It's different houses to this shit, okay? I was ducking and covering. I was hiding in the bathtub with my sisters, praying in the bathtub at 10 years old. So some of us really did have rough upbringings. Some of us had, somewhat of some of y'all had alcoholic parents. Maybe your daddy got drunk and beat your ass. Different levels, exactly. Bluefaces, we gonna say all this trauma that they trying to give him, baby, y'all some narcissists. If y'all trying to give him y'all trying to give Blueface a bad upbringing. That mother went to school with a breakfast and had lunch brought to him. Okay, that was a super ninja. That's a super ninja there, honey. But y'all see how many touchdowns he just was rushing? You can't rush on the field like that without no food up in you. Without no good upbringing? He wasn't a motherfucking wide receiver. No lineman. Shout out to all them. I ain't saying nothing wrong with it. He was the king of the team. The king of the teams. The quarterback. The one who run the show. The one who make the decisions. The one that was throwing the interceptions and shit. And how y'all got on here and thought a whole black African American from South Central Los Angeles went to college on a full ride scholarship as a motherfucking quarterback had a bad upbringing. That don't even go hand in hand, do it? He'd have been just like Russell Wilson if he wouldn't have been running right here with these ups. He letting the O's trick him out his spot. Dropped out of college because all the girls at that school was ugly. Had to get back to L.A. Wasn't no sunshine of females down there. Subscribe with Prime. Well, thank you, Wanda. I really don't know what all that mean yet, but I'm going to have my nieces here, honey. She been hooking me up, y'all. My niece done did the Amazon shop list. She said you shop at Amazon too much. She done put the Amazon shop list on here. She done put the Twitch on here. She done put the TikTok on here. She got me a walking social media, okay? I don't even know if I can keep up with all this shit she done signed me up for. But anyway, shout out to the Patreon. We ain't never leaving there. That's home for us. 6 out for life. 6 out, fool. 6 out. But anyway, shout out to WACK100 because, you know, me and him been going round and round, you know, about my child. He be acting like he the baby daddy or something, honey. We've been going back and forth for a minute, honey. We've been going back and forth about my baby. But I'm used to that because the coaches used to do the same thing. Everybody want Jonathan. Everybody want Jonathan. I'm looking like, what about me? I come as a package deal. We a package deal. I mean, you don't need to read the contract. Yes, I do. You welcome. I love you, Miss Karlissa. You the truth. Wanda467 says she did the thing and she loved me. Okay? I ain't got none of them horns and stuff. What's the horns? The noise they be making? With them horns they be making, so I ain't gonna make no horn noise. I'm gonna do this every time I feel loved. That mean I feel loved, okay? Thank you, Wanda. Fuck them horns. We got them ninnies over here, okay? So, the next thing that I want to get on here and say is that I hope none of these people don't think that I don't like them, that I hate them. I don't. I don't hate Sean. I don't hate Nevaeh. I don't hate Jaidyn. I don't hate Callie. I don't hate Dre. I don't hate Blue. They all probably hate me. And you know I don't give a fuck. But I don't hate y'all at all. I love y'all. I love each and every one of y'all because y'all have all brought a piece to my life that has taken out of me, also put into me, also made me grow. Also having to make me rethink my whole unconditional loving process. But God been good to me this week. That's all I can say. And when whoever sent the devil to come at me, baby, just know he lost. I won. No, I mean, that's literally like the devil was hovering over me one night. I said, oh, you want this? Oh, you want this? You know how many dark alleys I done been in? You're going to have to come a little scarier than that, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, I got a little, like, I woke up in my sleep a little bit like, oh, this what they be talking about. How you get through the front door? He said, oh, you was drinking. You had a little bit to drink and left the door open. I said, oh, this what they mean by when you get drunk, then the devil visits you when you drunk, you better be ready. I whipped out the best thing I knew. I screamed Jesus 3 times. I was like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. He was like, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Holy Spirit said, hit that nigga with the flex. Isaiah 50, what? That performed against me shall prosper. I had to get up and look up how strong that scripture was, y'all. I had to get up and look it up. Like, what kind of scripture was that? Girl, that's a promise. Why y'all didn't tell me that was a promise to get the demon up off you? That nigga was on my chest like this close. I wasn't scared, though. Bet I wasn't scared. I ain't scared of nothing after that. My husband said, you sound like you was scared. You was over there. I said, yeah, I just went to war with the devil, and you know. Jesus don't play about me. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Make sure y'all know that scripture and don't get drunk. Because if you don't remember that scripture, if I would have been a little bit too drunk, he might have got my ass that night. He might have got me. So when you make sure you don't get too drunk, that you don't know your scriptures, because you don't never know the time of the hour that one of them people going to send them up over your house. Especially if they see you drunk. So be careful getting drunk on live and letting people see you drunk. Watch out now. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to discuss, I ain't never gonna be on here too long, but Sydney Starr reached out to me yesterday, and she was like, I'm kind of mad right now because I really do be good judge of character, and I've never ever that was going on right now with Sydney was like, I'm usually a good judge of character. I'm a great judge of character. But what the Spirit said on today was, you don't have enough information to judge that full character. You just know what you know. And the moral of this story is you don't really know these people to be judging nobody. Okay? Now, if somebody come out and say they do voodoo, they the devil, that's what they is. I'm not talking about them people. Scratch them off the list. You can't even judge their character, deal with their character. You got to rebuke them people to hell. People that be on this internet talking about, I want somebody to go to jail, I want somebody to die, I want this, I want that, because you mad. Them people is some iffy people. Don't play with them people either. You shouldn't even have them around you again. They should never be in your presence after they say something like that, because that's where their thoughts are. You see what I'm saying? Most of us girls want to get our nigga back by like farting on him or stealing the car or, you know what I'm saying, staying out a little late. Putting your cleavage out. That's, most logical girls think like that. Them women that's out here getting so mad that they saying stick fingers in your booty and tutti frutti and all this other stuff, you got to be skeptical and you got to be careful. Okay, I don't know what makes y'all go back to that when they do that, but don't go back to that. Okay, don't never do that. I don't give a damn how good the booty is, okay? And vice versa. If the man start trying to do stuff to you that you know is you know what I'm talking about. But nigga get on here and tell you he with the devil, he do the voodoo, he kill people, he do shit like that. Get on away. Okay? Get on away. So when Sydney reached out to me and asked me to do this project with her, my niece was in the car, which was perfect timing because I don't ever want to be a bad example in front of my niece. I might have said, yeah, if she wasn't in the car. No, I'm just playing. But the question was about like, you know, supporting her mission and her what she got going on, and it doesn't represent what I got going on. So I turned that money down, and I know it was good money because anytime they try to give me some money, it's that I know you know what's going on. So this what I'm gonna pay you money, okay? I ain't gonna never get nobody's numbers out, but they don't come with them little baby numbers. They playing with everybody else, okay? So I knew when she came with them numbers, I knew it was gonna be some money, but I turned it down, and I'm glad I turned it down because could you imagine with all the stuff that my son was saying out of anger? We know I don't play with no kids because I don't play with kids. I don't even like to see kids cry. So I'm not gonna play with no kids, and I'm not gonna play with nobody else's kids. Okay, I don't even like to see strangers playing with their kids. And I've been played with as a child by a lot of people, so I know what it's like to be played with as a kid. So when I seen that today, I said, "Ooh, look at God," because it would have just been horrible for me to sign up to do some shit like that. She might have went and put it on the internet. I'm her part of her project today. You know what I'm saying? And then I'd have been looking real crazy. And everybody is absolutely innocent until proven guilty until you say something about a child and they behind, okay? Sorry. So if the police arrest you, I'm just gonna say that I don't want no parts of it, okay? Because they gotta have some type of reason to arrest you. But I love Sydney. She ain't never gave me no problems, always been real respectful and a real kind sweetheart. But I can't, if they arrest you on that, I know people lie and people do strange things, but if they arrest you for a kid, they got something, okay? And I'm looking like the people that done played with me ain't even get arrested. Never mind, that's another story. Anyway, what's that? What's this? Oh, J-Bands 24, subscribe top tier. I don't know what all that mean, but you know what this mean. Thank you, baby. I ain't got no horns and no wells and no whistles yet. So I'm gonna thank you. Know how I know how to say thank you. You know your grandma used to shake some change. Your grandma had some change up in them knees too. So Saya done hooked me up on all the social media platforms. So y'all gonna be seeing a lot of me. I might be bouncing around over here, bouncing around over there, doing what I do, giving my advice on every little thing I see, and my family and my business. Continue with 6 Eye Network. A lot of things going on this week that I got to get confirmation to share. I have not got the confirmation to share yet. You can also watch us on Patreon with baby Karlissa being developed and all her developmental processes. We got a lot of stuff coming up for you guys. And you know I go big. When I go big or I go home. So she's about to be treated like a queen baby mama of Africa. Okay. With or without the baby daddy, we will have the nice blow up Blueface. If he don't show up, we'll have the nice blow up Blueface at every event. Okay. And we'll be talking. If we got to talk to it, if we got to play his music to make sure baby girl hear her daddy, we going to make sure we do what we got to do. Okay. And she said y'all can watch. So I got some stuff going on with her. We did not have an episode yesterday, but we'll have plenty of episodes next week. Mama Blue, if I subscribe to 6 Out, why can't I see your live sub? I will be back on live over there as soon as my live is up. We had all them rock tards come over there and tell them people that I was over there cussing and stuff. So they told me I'm on punishment for a week. That's why I'm up over here. But when they turn it back on over there, I'll still come over here because if you pay for it over here, I'll still be over here. But most of my good stuff will still be at home. My personal private stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they done went up over there and played them games. That's why I don't even know why them rock tards signed up over there. But they doing what they got to do. Everybody got a job to do. So just whenever they shoot you down, they gonna build you up somewhere else. So they done shot me down. So now Saya done came and put all these things together, and all I would have still been doing was that. So all they did was open more doors for me. Yeah, we pay both. You're worth it. Thank you, Bayjan. Is that Bayjan? Am I saying that right? 089. Thank you, Bayjan. Let us know where you will be, where you at. Thank you, Cynthia Sweets. The mama love y'all. So I know they over there on live cutting up, so I'll let y'all get back to y'all regular program because I know y'all over there. But y'all make sure y'all tell them. Oh, I know another thing y'all wanted to know. Y'all said, is you and Jaidyn cool? Like, we would never not be cool. Like, me and Callie is not speaking, but we'd never not be family. Does that make sense? So even if we not speaking, we family. So I talked to her yesterday, so we ain't, nobody was like, well, fuck you. We ain't do all that. I said what I had to say. She said what she had to say. She was very respectful to what I had to say. And at the end of the day, I'm 3 times your age. If he don't show up, you know I'm showing up. So there's no reason to disrespect me or challenge me because at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I got to do regardless. So Jay said you can go. She ain't never said I couldn't go to the party, first of all. Okay? She ain't never said I could not go to the party. But I just wanted to make sure she had a clear understanding of how I feel and where I'm at when it comes to my kids. Like, we will not be using gestures. We will not be using them type of gestures towards, I wouldn't use them towards her kids. She shouldn't use them towards mine. And it sucks that my kid is your baby daddy, but at the end of the day, we still all family. And when y'all kiss and make up and go back to doing what y'all doing, I shouldn't have to worry about you talking like that. You see what I'm saying? She had never said that part. You took it words. No. Whenever you say you're going to have a security guard put my son down, you know that mean I can't come. You know that mean I can't come. You know that mean I got to bring my shit. We got to come locked and loaded because if somebody play with one of my kids, y'all already know I already gave y'all full warning, okay? I'm not one of them mothers, okay? I know every inch of this mother. I know, okay? That's all and she didn't get disrespectful. It was her, she was in her feelings, but she didn't disrespect me. And that's all that matters at the end of the day, that you have enough love in your heart to respect your elders. Because your elders gonna be there for you regardless, okay? So the next time your mama say something, your grandma, your auntie say something, you don't like it, you go talk under your breath and you keep it respectful so that you could keep your circle and your love and your kids tight and happy. Because at the end of the day, that's your family. And if we gotta put our dukes up every now and then, that's fine too. That's fine too. I don't want to. That's why you should go for Journey Pie. I would have did something special for Journey Pie. Even if I don't go or didn't go, I would have did something special for her regardless. Okay? I would have did something special for her regardless. Blue said she wasted her money. He had no intentions on going. No, he mad in the mouth, and that's fine. He'll get over it. She had to get over it. They'll get over it. And this time next year, they'll be right back where they supposed to be because that's how family roll, okay? So don't never get it twisted. Don't never get life twisted in the game, okay? That's why everybody should be mindful to be respectful. I've been with them for 15 years, through the thick, the thin, the bad, the good, the dark, and the ugly. I'm going to see what they talking about. She said last night, she was like, he wasn't going. She's like, he been told me he had a gig. I already knew he wasn't coming. I knew he had to work that night, blah, blah, blah. That's what I mean about them. They be knowing each other business, and we need to stay out them two business because I told you they rob liquor stores together. I don't give a fuck what you see today, tomorrow, or yesterday. That's why I try to stay out of their business as much as I possibly can and just advise them. I just advise them when I think something is right or when I think something is wrong. I'm feeling the music. That's that 90s, girl. That's how you got to watch this kind of music. They do flip-flop. It ain't even flip-flop. It's just like when you real family with somebody, you real family. Like, you know what I mean? You hate them, but you love them, but you love them, but you hate them, but you real family at the end of the day. So, I mean, this was a little overboard. It might take them a little time to get back to their space. But when people love each other and they've been together that long, and when I say been together, I don't mean as a relationship or a couple. I mean friends, getting that money together, figuring it out together. They've been in a lot of dark places in their life, just like me and his dad. Like, we done been, Jonathan Daddy would probably just be getting out of jail if I was that type of woman, okay? Jonathan Daddy would literally be just getting out of jail. Ask him. But we family. That's our son. So his wife called me. They called me for advice, him and the wife. They know I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, love everybody that's a part of this family. I don't like people that think they know it all. They gonna get smart. Oh, you with my son. You think it's funny right now? Girl, you don't get the fuck away from around me. My son done been with 100 bitches just like this. Okay? And I can't stand none of them. And it's not that I can't stand them because I don't want him to be with nobody or he my man. It's just that when I see that if you can't even respect me, as soon as he piss you off, you gonna do him dog dirty because that's your character. I'm a very hard person to deal with, and I got a big mouth on me, and I'm gonna talk my shit. But when it comes to my husband, my dad, I'll call you back. I can't say what I want to say to you, so I'm gonna have to just let this be right now. And if you don't at least have that in your core, you gotta have at least that in your core. You know what I'm saying? If they don't got that, I'm like, Jonathan, this bitch gonna do whatever she can as soon as you piss her off wrong. She don't got no kind of respect, no conduct. But when you didn't graduate and you've been through all of this turmoil in your life, we had teachers. Alexa, turn down a little bit. When we went to school, y'all remember, everybody went to school, we graduated. In order to graduate, how many teachers got on your fucking nerves that you didn't want to deal with, but you stayed in that class, you listened to that lady, and you did what you had to do to graduate? Because we all know that people that graduated, 70% of graduating is your social skills, it's your character. They only give you 30% of work in them damn schools. And if you from a low budget income, they really didn't give you much at all. So really, how did you not graduate or not finish? Because your character did not allow you to do that, okay? Now, I can see if you had a kid, you had to drop out of school right there and you couldn't go back, but still you could have got online like I did. I did night school and online school because my dad was not having that. And that means that you have a certain level of integrity and respect within you that you not finna push that bar, that line. Yes, Queen, I stayed. It was painful. Girl, we know. We stayed to the 12th grade to get our graduation. Those, you know what I mean? Those are people that at least qualify to be wives. They accomplished something. I got my GED. You still had to study for that. You still had to pay attention to that 30% of that education in that high school in order to pass that test. And that's the same test we all had to take in high school. You just figured out how to go take your test and be done with it. But you could take that test and go to college. And if the person is 25 years old and don't at least have a GED, how can I have any type of respect for you? You don't have none for yourself, which means you're not going to have any for me. Okay? So, and so when Jonathan be picking these people, I just be looking at him like, do you not know the codes of danger? There are codes to danger. There are codes to there are codes. And the further somebody go respecting authority, the more respect they have for themselves, for their family. It's instilled in them. If you didn't never finish nothing, how you gonna have any respect at all? These damn mosquitoes done got my ass. Let me sit over here. All the rock tar is probably hung up, but that's okay. Y'all gonna learn something over here. Okay, you gonna learn something. So the message of the day is, if you didn't get your GED and you want to be somebody's wife, show us that you could love yourself first. Show us that you about to be prepared to give your kids some education. That you about to be able to teach your kids how to read and write, arithmetic. Okay? Then people will think you qualified.